not ready for a world champion at his caliber yet. But I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Guy is a fucking animal. Like, he has.
Fight for AJ, very little risk, extremely little risk, and a big reward. I mean, why would you not take it? But as a fight fan, I thought it was a farce. I mean, Tommy Fury beat Jake Paul. It may not be, it may be a little while back, but still, he hasn't improved that much, and he hasn't been fighting anybody that's posed a problem.
Yeah, look, I have to give him credit. I do think he's crazy. I think he's got absolutely no chance. I think he's going to get smashed to pieces.
Do you think Jake's crazy?
Yeah, I mean totally. I mean, listen, for us, we received an offer that was massive money and a really easy fight. We were talking about fighting this week here in an 8-round fight. Now we're fighting in an 8-round fight for 40 times more money against Jake Paul. So I love the opportunity for AJ.
Shockingly terrible. Yeah, shockingly, yeah. Down. Very much down. Can't shake it. Can't shake the top.
Last fight, it's great. Because Anthony is Olympic champion, Francis Ngannou, it's second fight for boxing.
Give 100% respect to Jake Paul, but that's a dangerous fight for him. He probably gets knocked out, and I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not saying nothing bad, but Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion.
No, Joshua been in a lot of wars. He fought a lot of great fighters.
This fight, as a friend of Jake, is like, I'm scared. Yeah. Like, dude, getting knocked out by someone like that changes lives. It doesn't change just your career path. It doesn't go, maybe I don't box. It can change lives. It can change the way you think. Getting knocked out, bad concussions are scary. Your brain, you have one fucking brain, and he's willing to go out there and fight. Like, that is absolutely.
Beautiful, good. Let's take our time, let's just set it up, even calmer. As he comes, there you go, good. Beautiful, one more. There you go, beautiful. That region, anytime you move, that should be that should be that, yeah? And then the controls down the middle, all right?
Yeah. The boxing world has been turned on its head by a stunning new report. Jake Paul is in a state of total panic and is desperately begging his team to cancel his fight with Anthony Joshua. The reason? He has seen the latest footage from Joshua's training camp, and what he saw has filled him with genuine terror. The reality of stepping into the ring with a man many call an animal has finally sunk in, and Paul is now trying to back out of the dangerous showdown. This reaction confirms what boxing experts have been saying all along. Fighters like David Benavidez have warned that Paul is completely out of his depth. While they respect his hustle, facing a multi-time champion, an Olympic gold medalist like Anthony Joshua, is an entirely different level of danger. The consensus is clear. Paul could easily get knocked out, proving he is not ready for this kind of challenge. The analysis from seasoned trainers like Abel Sanchez highlights just how one-sided this matchup is. For Joshua, this fight carries very little risk for a massive financial reward. For Paul, it's a different story. Sanchez points out that Paul has shown no real improvement since his loss to Tommy Fury and has never faced anyone close to Joshua's caliber. This exposes a dangerous lack of experience, making the fight a brutally one-sided affair. The warnings from within the sport are dire.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Jake Paul has gone from this fight to this fight. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but one is a little bit bigger than the other. So what is going on here? Why does Jake Paul think that this is something he can do and be successful with?
God help Jake Paul, that's all I can say. We saw that what Anthony Joshua had done to Francis Ngannou. He went out there and iced him in a couple of rounds. A guy coming from a different discipline. Well, this kid's coming from another level. You know, white-collar boxing in 2018, gone through the mill, and the only boxer really that he's actually boxed, a legitimate boxer he got beat by, and that was in Tommy.
Dangerous in the sense of for the health of Jake, would you say? Yeah.
Yeah, like this is a sport that we love, and I think we need to protect that. And
building on what I have, and I want to see how far I can take myself. I know what it takes. I know what this game's about, and I'm going to push myself beyond the limits where I've been before. Hence, where I found myself in Dallas because I'm trying to find an environment that can stimulate me, motivate me, and push.
I was surprised that Jake took the fight rather than Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is probably the best fighters in the world. He's a solidified champion. But I'm surprised that Jake took the fight and is fighting a guy that's so dangerous like Anthony Joshua. So I got to take my hat off to him. Because we were saying that, he's fighting this person past their prime, this person's old and whatnot, and now he's fighting.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has called Paul crazy for taking the fight, predicting he will be smashed to pieces. Even former champions like Alexander Usyk have delivered harsh reality checks, stating plainly that Paul is not a real boxer and is operating on a level far beneath a true Olympic champion and professional like Joshua. The physical mismatch is impossible to ignore. Commentators have pointed out the absurd size difference, with one noting Paul has gone from fighting smaller opponents to facing a literal giant. The fear is not just about losing, it's about serious, permanent damage.
Joshua said, Jake or anyone can get this work, no mercy. I took some time out, I'm coming back with the mega show. It's a big opportunity for me, whether you like it or not. I'm here to do massive numbers, have big fights and break every record whilst keeping cool, calm and collected. So chill in it. I mean, come on, he's jumping in with fake Paul, who has no experience and no fights and no world ranking at heavyweight. Easy work.
To fight Anthony Joshua. It's not like he's beaten, 4 or 5, top line heavyweights, other heavyweights. I don't believe he's boxed any.
Predict it. All I would say is Joshua is on a real high right now.
Don't count him out. I think that's a very dangerous fight for Jake Paul. But at the end of the day, we could have a big upset,
I don't think Anthony Joshua would take Jake Paul lightly any way, shape or form. And it'd be so easy to hit. You're talking about a trained athlete.
Doesn't harm
AJ. I don't think it does harm.
Why?
Because I just think he goes and if it's a real fight, he'd go and blow him away in a round. That's the end.
But if he doesn't do him in a round, is that?
He's one of the most dangerous guys in the world to go step in a ring with. Like, you saw that with Ngannou, who was a seasoned, one of the most durable men on the planet in one of the toughest sports in.
Analysts have grimly noted that Joshua's power, which put a seasoned warrior like Francis Ngannou to sleep, could have catastrophic consequences for an unprepared Paul. This reported panic from Jake Paul is the final piece of the puzzle. It shows that the bluster and confidence have evaporated, replaced by the cold, hard fear of what a focused Anthony Joshua is capable of doing in the ring. The message from the entire boxing world is now unanimous. This isn't a step up. It's a reckless leap into a fire that Jake Paul is not built to withstand.